What up, Ski? Man, Brezin. What you been up to, though? Brezin? It's like brother and cousin. I be saying that all the time. You never heard of Brezin? I think it's like cause it's like a gang. Like if you really want to know where it stems from, it's like gangs, I guess. So like Crips, they don't say anything with B, and Bloods don't say anything with C in it. Like if you really like a Pyru, like the higher end. I do not affiliate with either of them. I'm just letting you know I'm aware. I'm not ignorant to where it comes from, but basically that's really what it is. So they don't say cousin, they say Brezin. Woulda came back for you. I just needed time to do what I had to do. Caught in the life, I won't let it go. Cause if it's right, I won't let this go. So here it goes. Welcome to the music. This is how we do it. Do you know about that, Ski? You look too young for that, John. I ain't gonna lie. I'm young for that one. That song's old. It ain't old, but he has some big pants in the music video, so you know what year that came out. Boy, some big pants. God and the life. I think that was like the best Drake in my opinion. I was just talking about that. It's Drake. It's an old Drake song, but that's the best Drake. Can't beat that Drake. Drake definitely had some highlight moments. What's up, bro? Welcome to my stream. My name is Isty Productions, bro. I make beats. I do cookups, but my main number one priority is I make music. I just dropped an album called Trinity Grove. If you go to my description, there's a link tree so you can listen to not Trinity Grove, Sonic Therapy. That's my last album, Sonic Therapy. But yeah, I make beats, and we also do beat reviews here. So if you make beats yourself and make music, we do like a lot of thorough reviews here. We give feedback. We have a big community of producers, 75 plus people so far. So we're doing something right, you know what I mean? Right now I'm just cooking up, chilling, minding my business, vibing. I appreciate it, bro. I don't know if you're new or not. I don't know, because some people be coming in here and they be gone for weeks and then they randomly come in again. So I don't know if you were a part of the Discord already, but basically I just wanted to introduce myself because I don't remember you if you have been here before. Okay, that for sure, bro, for sure. Yeah, I've been making beats for a long, long time, and I've been making music relatively recently, probably like the past 5 years, 4 years. I was probably go a little bit longer than that, but like I would say taking it seriously, probably like the past 4 years. But yeah, if you get a chance to listen to the album, bro, let me know what you think. Give me your feedback, bro. Join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Get in communication with everybody in there. Everybody's cool. We got a good little team over there. Just some producers. Yeah, for sure, bro. What do? You make beats? Oh, bro, that's perfect. If you stick with us, bro, we can make you better in like a faster time. Because the feedback we give isn't just like, oh, that's trash. Like we don't just give like non-critical feedback. We give you feedback on how you can improve. That's our main goal, is to improve. We got a couple people in here that started. So when they first came in, they only been producing for weeks, and we got them placements, not crazy placements, but placements. You know what I'm saying? A rapper wanted to use their beats and work with them. So like, what more does a producer want? You feel me? We got people here that use FL Mobile that just because of critiques, they know what to do to improve and they got better. There's plenty of people in here that are brand new, like more newer than you, and they really improved in a short period of time. And that's kind of our main goal with the feedback. That's all we do with feedback. I do have a class in here where if you do it's a subscription-based class. You know what I'm saying? I don't push it on everybody, but it's $5 for the basic understanding of FL Studio. $20 for a more in-depth, like it's like one-on-one classes. If you have any questions, you want to learn a specific genre, I could learn it and then teach you it with better terms. Does that make sense? Like people always have questions. When I do this live stream, they always have questions. And I answer every question on live stream, don't get me wrong. Like if I'm working on it and I can easily show you, I do it. But the classes are basically only that. So here, we're just having fun, vibing, making beats. The classes are only based on the questions. If you want to learn something new, I'll learn a whole new genre in front of everybody, so this way we can learn together and we make it together. And then the $50 course is basically like everything. So like $20, I'm not really holding back too much, but $50 you get the full package. You have me at your full disposal at that point. Alternative rock, do you use DAW? Use FL Studio? That's what's up. You can make any genre in FL Studio, bro. I'm very well aware that you're never gonna be boxing if you have the right stuff, you know? What's up, Arseny, bro? Congrats on your album, bro. I listened to the whole thing on stream. Well, I didn't listen to the whole thing. We went to a minute per song on stream, bro. I don't know if you were here for that or got to see it, but good job, bro. You killed that. The numbers are going crazy for you. I seen. Congratulations, brother. And thank you for working with producers, man. Thank you for working with the Discord, bro. I know that's, you know what I'm saying? Good stuff, bro. Make sure you guys like the video. I have 0 likes, but 3 views. No, I feel it, bro. You trying to get it going. I feel you. I've been busy myself. No need to apologize. I'm doing like my own little press run right now too, so I get it. I appreciate you seeing it, and yeah, the people I've met in these discords have been solid. Thanks for curating a group. Hey, I heard you have an album. Bro, I dropped it the same day as you, twin. I did a whole Isty challenge because someone told me you were dropping yours on August 1st. And August 1st is my birthday. So I said, bet, if you're dropping, I'm gonna call everybody out. I said, if anybody has anything that they're working on, that their prized possession as far as music and art is concerned, drop it August 1st with us. So you and me, like in the Discord, I put the link to my album, bro. It's in the new album channel. So it's in there. You should get a listen when you get a chance, bro. Yeah, for sure, bro. But yeah, I had the promo video. I dropped that the day before the album came out. I have another EP ready and set to drop on the 29th. Yeah, I'm going to drop a music video, and I have a single with a video also ready to drop after my album. I'm doing a whole little press run myself. Yes, sir. We doing big tings, my friend. Yeah, I have 10 music videos in the vault ready to go. It's nice to see everyone active. That's what I was saying, bro. Like, the fact that you actually worked with people from the Discord is a blessing, bro. I'm happy. I would have, but my album was already set and ready, like, the production-wise. Like, I'm definitely going to work with them eventually. Like, we all have open room to work with each other. So it's not a big deal. Like, Ski was low-key supposed to be on the album, but I had told him, I'm like, bro, it's kind of, like, too late. Like, I already have the album already curated and everything. Like, it was a lot. But I'm glad that you got to work with, 2T and Urban. Like, they're the hardest workers in there, for real. 2T, crazy big progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's low-key. You filled a dream for him. You know what I'm saying? M72, that's what's up. Yeah, 2T, low-key, like, that was a dream, low-key. He was so excited to tell me, man. You have no clue. You did a lot for him doing that. But honestly, he earned it. You know what I'm saying? He worked. Like, he got better over time. I was just telling people, like, he really got better. Yeah, Urban was mentioning that to me about the auras. Nah, 2T got something going for him. It's just when he gets a desktop, when he finally gets a computer, that's when it's going to go crazy, bro. 2T got it for sure. It's crazy he did all his work on FL Mobile. My thing is, FL Mobile's there for a reason, though. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make him any less or greater than any other producer. FL Mobile is created for a reason. There's people that are probably making amazing music on FL Mobile. Personally, don't see myself using it though. Love you, love 2T to death, but what? I'm not using the FL Mobile. I'd give me a computer from the library or something. Facts. Oh, I always, even as a kid, been using cracked FL, but the mobile works. I have it, never use it. Yeah, no, for sure. The mobile works. I've used it before in school when I'm bored, like just getting some reps in. You can make good music on anything. Thank you. I agree. I 100% agree with that one. If you got an ear for it, you can make it. All good, bro. Let me know what you think, man. I really put my heart and soul into that. I put my foot in the pot on that one. I got so far, bro. First day, like I know your stream numbers going crazy. I already know it's going crazy. But first day, I only had like 24 hits. I was like, you know what? I let go of all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about numbers. I never really have. Because I know I did my hardest on it. I know I put my soul, my heart and soul into it, right? So I refreshed it today. That joint hit like 300. Like I have 300, and it's probably gonna keep going up because they're a little delayed. But I don't really care about numbers. I know I put my heart and soul into it, and it's gonna be successful regardless because of that. You know what I mean? It really sat well. Like everybody's texting me. I got friends and family. They're letting me know how good it was. Bro, that's what I was saying. Like an album, I always done projects though. If you listen to the album, they flow together. I like every album I drop, they float together. It's like a continuous song. I'd rather do albums that are like that because that's just my art. Like I always been on that type timing. So a lot of people say like I got a lot of good feedback from the album. Excuse me. It sounded funny. It sounds so goofy. Yeah. Like what? Nah, that one sounds too serious. We need something between goofy and serious. Oh, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe with it, bro. I'll say subscribe right back. Yes, sir. I'm gonna check out some of your beats. You know, I own a label. It's called Arsony Media. It's a private organization. We are more of a media powerhouse and not a traditional label. That's what's up. What exactly do you do that's different from a traditional label? Like, elaborate that side of things. That sounds interesting. Once I learned how to market myself better, I went on a mission to ensure everyone can get the same views and subs and market I have. So is it you organically put them on a certain like you put them on a certain spotlight so they can shine through, or do you get the people that like you to like them as well, or a mixture of both? You answer that while I go pee. Give me 2 seconds. So basically, we can put them. So basically, we can put them on any platform, which most artists can do themselves. Okay, that's what's up. We don't own your masters unless we helped curate the project with most of our resources. We edit people's music videos for free, produce beats, and create custom merch for people. That is dope, bro. We do all sorts of stuff. We basically brand them and push them. Is it like, so what do you have any artists that are kind of like known? Do you have any like good what is it called? What is the word I'm looking for? Has anyone seen success from signing to your label? Like, do they have a nice sustainable income? Were they able to quit a 9-to-5 and do the music full time? Things like that. Like, what does that look like? References, yeah. Is there any good references? Like, do people like can attest to the amazing things? It sounds good, but like, I just now heard about this. That's dope that you have your own label per se, or I would say that's more of a media company. Like you said, media organization. That makes a lot of sense. It seems like you're doing it for the pure art. I'm the artist on the label with most notoriety. I was able to quit my 9 to 5. I work only with people I F with. Lately, I've been working on branding Chris Dante, an artist who has never dropped. When he dropped with me, he got thousands of views first drop on a couple hundred subscribers. I'm sure we can get him to 1K subs this year. That's what's up, bro. What exactly did you do on the journey to stop your 9 to 5? Like, what exactly, like, if you don't mind me asking, what are your sources of income? Because I know it's hard out here nowadays. So far, only one person on the label. Our other artist's contract ran out, and we didn't want to renew. Was he hard-headed? I built a team of people, basically venture capitalists, that help me stay afloat while I curate this company. I spend more money on music than I make. I believe promoting music isn't about free organic promo anymore. You have to dish money to be really good at being an internet clown or something. I think this is a good direction to go in, and no artist loses out on anything. You can only gain or stop. That makes a lot of sense, actually, to be honest. It's kind of ridiculous how it is nowadays. People love to say that everything's organic, and there's just, don't get me wrong, there's probably plenty of outlets that people have had that organic chemistry with a person, and you build it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I can bear witness that it takes a long time. It takes a long time to do it, though. You can gain 1,000 fans straight up off the purity of you just making music, but it's gonna take a long time. Honestly, it's a 50-50 thing. Everybody's on the internet nowadays. So if you know how to organically make one fan in less than a month, you should be able to get a lot of fans relatively soon that will stick with you. If you know how to market yourself, marketing is everything. At one point I did think you could pay for everything. I had a plan when I was younger. When I was 16, I literally said, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I said, I'm gonna drop an album, promote it really, really, really well, pay whatever money it costs to promote it, and the money I make off the album, I'm gonna recoup for myself and either use it for, bills and stuff and expenses, and also to put back into the marketing for my album. And I was gonna rinse and repeat that. Then, life happens and I grew up and realized rent's a little bit more than I thought it would be. It's a smart plan if you can expand it. I'm not saying that it was a bad plan, but you need to expand it. Yeah, and it's like, bro, the economy changed a lot since then. So much has changed since then. At the time, I was making $7.25 an hour working at Taco Bell at 16. So at 16 years old, I didn't even have bills to pay. I was gonna grind all summer. No, I was gonna grind all winter, just ball during the summer, and just do my music. And it's like, that outlook that I had says a lot about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it says a lot what I want to do in life. So I just use that as motivation. I can still, anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get to it. Hard work. Excuse me. Hard work and dedication beat a lot of different things. But if you have hard work, dedication, and the finances behind it, you're unstoppable, low key. As long as you put your money in the right spots. I knew a lot of people that put their money in the wrong spots. They sit here putting it on TikTok promo, Google AdSense, and all this extra bull, and it doesn't really lead anywhere. Facebook ads, Facebook marketing, all that stuff doesn't really lead anywhere. That's a smart way to do it, bro. That's the real smart way to do it. I can tell you did that, though, not gonna lie. I can tell. It makes a lot of sense to the type of fan base you have. Like, I'm looking, and you had, like, what was it, 2K, and it came out 3 days ago? Yeah, 2K views, it came out 3 days ago. You can tell that you have some organic mixed with promotion. It's not even non-organic, it's just promotion. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a trial and error thing for sure. But once you, like, I feel like once you have the foundation of an organic fan base, like, I'm not saying that the Isty Army is my fan base, but it's definitely my community, and it's definitely people that support me and build me up. Once you have at least 100 of those people, we're at 70 on the Discord. Once you get 100 of those people, then you can just start floating. Like, I feel like, everybody in the Discord is kind of younger, it's kind of newer producers, things like that. But once they tell their people about it, and once those people tell their people about it, and so on, and things expand for you, that's when you can put the machine or the marketing or the paid ads. That's when you can use that to really put yourself out there. Like, I feel like once you have a good, like, once someone can binge watch whatever you create, because nobody binge listens anymore to music. Like, people be like, oh, I wonder what this song's fire. Like, this song's fire. Like, when Tizo Touchdown first came out, I listened to Tizo Touchdown, and I listened to every single song after I heard the first one I liked. Because I'm trying to find that same energy, that same feeling I got when I heard the first one. No one does that anymore. Like, a lot of people just want 2 seconds, and that's it. Let me listen to this for 2 seconds, and that's it. And it's like, once we get back onto that type timing, that's when things start to make sense. Like, there's people that just deserve to be heard. There's a lot of people that deserve to be heard. So it's kind of hard when the industry is only but so small. What's up, AM? Nice seeing you, bro. How's everything been? Me moving to Atlanta, I definitely feel like I'm closer to victory than before. I just have to keep moving and evolving. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about moving to Atlanta not too long ago. My boy's going to Atlanta for a trip. Honestly, we should pop out together, Arseny. I'm going to Atlanta for a... Been good, bro. How's your day been? Everything's been cool, bro. Ups and downs. Definitely more of a... you know what I'm saying? Today, I'm not trying to sound negative Nancy, but it hasn't been the best day ever. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a better day for me, believe it or not. But it's all good, bro. Life is life, and I got a good outlook on it. But Arseny, I'm going to Atlanta in November. So we should link up, bro. I'm going to text you on Discord with more details. I'm going to Atlanta in November. Yeah, definitely going to take the risk one day. Like, right now I'm doing, it's for sure, message you, bro. I got you. That's good, bro. Nice perspective. Yeah, no, it really has been a down, like, more of a downer day, but it's okay, bro. I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? I can drink water when I want. There's people in the world that can't drink water when they want, bro. Let that sink in. I always say that, bro. Like, as long as I can drink water, I'm good. As long as I can drink water, I'm good. I don't know why that's my reference, but it just, imagine you're not able to drink water because it's not available today. Like, oh, you can get water tomorrow. Huh? Thanks, bro. I was nervous for years wanting to move to Atlanta. Too many doubts. But once I found that one reason to move, I did it. I had to. That's inspiring. Because I really want, like, I don't know about, like, if anything, I would slowly move, if that makes sense. I'm going to go there. How we're doing it is, we're going in November. I'm going to make it a mission to go at least once a month to Atlanta. Just so I can build the foundation out there so I could move. Health is wealth. Yes, sir. Definitely. Like, I'm just going to start off slow like that. I'm going to go once a month, make it my mission to go once a month. And then from there, I'm just going to keep going to the point where I can move. I have no choice but to move. I have so much work out there. I might as well just stay. And then I do have a plan. So it's going to be like at least 4 years. I'm going to spend 4 years out there. I'm going to spend, to be honest, I'm taking it year by year, though. If I stay there out a year and nothing really comes out of it, then I'm going to have to move again, you know? Like, I'm going to, like, you know, if the connections doesn't work out for me, that's really what I'm thinking of. Like, if I make connections that are great still, but just not as much as I needed, like, I didn't think of it to be like that, you know? Yeah, bro. I feel that. It's like, I understand completely, bro. Trust me, I've done a lot. Like, I went to New York and I went to Quad Studios every single day for a year. And I spent so much bread. Bread is never a problem. Like, I'm not the richest person in the world, bro. I'm not the poorest person in the world. But money is very, how do I say this? If you put like, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to just stay out there and save my money and not waste it. But there's no such thing as wasted money. It wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born here with it. I obtained it somehow, whatever money I do have. But it's like, you got to really treat it like that in order for you to get an abundance of it. There's been times in my life I had a large sums of money. There's been times in my life I had low sums of money, very, very low sums of money. And, you know, I felt the same person no matter what amount of money I had. I've been in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to flex, but, you know, I've been in the most luxurious restaurants. I've been in the poorest trenches. I've been in Lamborghinis. I've been in Nissan Altimas. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm on a purpose, God got me. I always feel that way. It is definitely, we need it to grow, bro. We need to grow, but it comes and goes. If you stay focused on your journey, the money's gonna come. You know, I've recently learned that the most. Like, if you focus on what you gotta do and you're not lazy and you're not wasting your money on dumb stuff and you're not really being outlandish with your purchases and things like that, and you're actually trying, money's a circle, bro. It comes right back to you. I tell that to my friend all the time. He'd be like, bro, like, I just spent $30 on this and da-da. I'm like, bro, it comes right back. Every single dollar you spend, it comes right back. Law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's the law of attraction, but it's mostly the law of money in general. Like, look that up. I wish that was true. I've been in this for 16 years. There's been no gain other than knowledge, which is worth it, but that's just not true. What's true is taking risk and leading luck to your side is what leads you in prosperity. Bro, like, you should look up the law. Like, let me see what book that was that I read. Money is a belief system, to be honest. If you believe that it's not true, of course it's not going to be true. Like from your lived experience, it hasn't been true, and that means there's something mentally, like there's something that your energy isn't feeding off correctly. I'm gonna give you a story. This is a really great story and illustration of what I'm talking about. I do door to door sales. So at the time, I was doing door to door sales for fiber internet, and these kids were on their bike, right? These kids were on their bikes, just driving around. I opened the door. No, I opened my window and I just started talking. I'm like, "Oh, what's up with y'all?" They said, I was like, "What grade you're in?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm in 8th grade. I'm in 7th grade, 9th grade. They're all different grades." I'm like, "Go get y'all report cards. If y'all got straight A's, I'll give you guys $20 each." I did not think these kids, like, I said it and I was being dead serious. But I didn't think that these kids would run to their house. They ran to their house to show me their report cards. One kid had all B's, one kid had all A's, one kid had all B's, C's, and D's. And I gave every single one of them $20 regardless. Because it's like, bro, I can't just give one kid $20. And I had the money at the time, and I'm just like, you know, these kids aren't going to forget this. I've been in situations where people have done that to me, and I never forget them. Like, I just don't forget them. I gave them all $20, and this one kid, and it's like, the whole point of me saying the story is that same week, I sold so much fiber internet, my commission check was like $3K. So it was like a stupid dummy amount of money for no reason. Like, it was literally no reason. I didn't even work hard that week. But you want to know, I know for a fact, it's the circle. It's the law of money. Like, the understanding of money. There's so many books on it, Arsony. You got to read some books on it. I'm telling you. Like, once you change that mentality of it, you're definitely gonna, like, obtain more opportunities to get money when it's something that you feel like you don't necessarily need. There's a reason why Section 8 unemployment stay in Section 8 and stay in unemployment, because they're relying on others for that extra push of money. You get what I'm saying? When you rely on others for that extra push of money, and you feel like at will to other people's way of money, you don't get out of that rut. It's a rut you can't get out of. Now, if you're broke, if you're straight no money, $0 in every single account, you make it happen and you figure it out. I read Law of Attraction and I liked the talks of it, but people misconstrued manifestation for magic. I believe in manifestation for doing, or by doing, meaning that you have to actively manifest and not just wait. It's prayer. What you described is also prayer. You know, it says that God meets you. Like, you can't pray for $1 million and just sit on the couch and not work. That's the best illustration I can give you. You can't pray for a change in your relationship and not talk to the person you want to change it with. It's that's everything. Manifestation, prayer, attraction, everything. You need to put energy behind it. LOL, giving people interesting memories. Bro, I love doing stuff like that. And yeah, that's how it's supposed to be understood, Arsony. I have a book beside me, Psychology of Money. Psychology of Money is a good one. And the Lean Startup. I know about the psychology, but psychology is subject until it isn't. Yeah, LOL. I just have the source books next to me. LOL. You guys are wild. You guys should just watch my live streams with books next to y'all. But no, it's like, no, the psychology of money, I understand what you mean. Like, life, because, dude, we're living in a crazy poverty right now. Oh, everybody's in debt. We're living in just basically everybody's in that mindset that we should be in. If you're in the mindset of money that we should be in, not a lot of people be greedy, not a lot of people be in debt, not a lot of people would, you know what I'm saying, people live momentarily when it comes to this bread, you know what I'm saying, but I live in abundance. That's basically, to give you the gist of it, you gotta live in abundance. The money that you spend will come back to you, especially if you spend it in the right places. Money is not, you know what I'm saying, if you put a high value on money and I'm not saying you do this, Arsony, but I'm saying in general, like, if you put like, if you put money above a lot of things, it's going to be harder to obtain. Money's a flow. Money's an energy. It's flow. Like, money, it does things to people and for people. And because of that, just off of that principle alone, it comes in and out of people's lives. You can be rich. You can be on top of the world rich with all the riches one day and underneath the earth the next. Bro, that's the best way to do it. Get an apartment that's like $1,000 rent when you know you can't afford it and figuring it out. Yeah, time is more expensive than money, man. Time is definitely more expensive than money. I want to, like, my goal is by the end of this year just to not, I want YouTube to feed me at this point. Like, screw working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Time over credit over money. No, I get it. I don't even care about money. I just know we need it. I value time above all. Yeah, like, I don't know. Money is just, it's so weird how it works. It says in the Bible that one day everyone's going to be throwing their money on the streets because it's going to be valueless. Imagine that. All the money that everybody be flexing, all the money that da-da-da-da is going to be thrown on the curb because it doesn't even matter. So you kind of got to live in that mindset right now for real. Like, how good would it be if I had $1 million? Obviously. It'd be so great. I would know what to do. I know what to do with it. I know who I'd give bread to. Once I expand that million into more millions, I know exactly what I'd do with it. But it's one of those things that it's like, there's a reason why I haven't gotten there yet. I find myself worrying about the bread and risk when I should be more lenient and open-minded that I'm gonna get there. I personally don't believe in the Bible. I believe it is true. Then that's because we phase out money for something else transactional. Yeah, we already did it, bro. How many people do you know anybody that uses cash still? I haven't used cash in years, to be very, very honest. The only type of cash I carry with me is singles. I have dollar bills, just in case if I need to break change or something. Nobody uses cash anymore. We're already at a point where no one uses cash. Pennies are done away with. Nigga, it's already there, to be honest with you. Like, ha! I find myself worrying about bread and risk when I should. Yeah, honestly, it's about the mindset, though. Like, I really think it's about the mindset. Like, when you worry about something, what happens? You're focused on the lack of. When your brain and your subconscious is focused on the lack of, you get anxiety, you get stressed, you just start, it's a bad feeling. Think about if you have a test. It's like having a test on Friday and you didn't study. You're going to be anxious, stressed out, da-da-da. You might fail. You're more likely to fail that test than pass it. But if you approach it, open, like I'm open to this test. I studied a little bit. I studied enough for me to take this test. What holds most people back is fear. Too many reasons to not do something. Just find that one reason and go for it. Though we all do what we want anyways. Yeah, confidence is key. Yeah, confidence is definitely key, but it's all about the way you approach things. Like, I feel like people, like, stress and anxiety are like emotions. Maybe they're not emotions. That's a good question. Let me ask ChatGPT. Just to be sure, I'm not sure. So it says stress and anxiety are related, but not exactly the same. No. I didn't know if they're emotions. See, ChatGPT be annoying. Technically, neither stress nor stress or anxiety are emotions. They are accurately states of responses involving mixed emotions. So stress and anxiety are responses to your emotions. But if you are in the emotional state that causes stress and anxiety, you're more likely to not get what you want. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even explain to you how many examples of the life that you can really name off the top of your head. Like, I know, like, when people have lack of control of a situation, they tend to lose it. So if you're doing this, you're tightening that grip. You're tightening the grip. Like, I need this, I need this, I need this. Your hands are going to get tired. You're going to get stressed. You're going to get annoyed. But if you open your hands and be open to the fact that you might not get it, to be open to the fact that you might not be in control of these things, you are more likely to get it. You're more likely to get it because you're going to be focused on obtaining and not detaining or not getting, not having. You know what I'm saying? You're more focused on, okay, it is what it is. I'm good regardless. You know what I'm saying? God got me regardless. I always say that. God got me regardless. People always be like, oh, you wouldn't survive in this. You wouldn't survive in that. And it's like, bro, if I'm there for a reason. So God got me. As long as I figure out what that reason is, I'm telling you, I'll be fine. Every way, shape, or form. Like, Job is the best example. You don't... Facts. I think you'll feel better when you're programming versus just relying on hope. Yeah, like, you put so much work into something, you're gonna get it, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's a deep one. Very, very deep. Like Will, for example, like my boy Will, he literally was like, man, I want to do a music video. His phone literally rang in front of him. And I'm like, bro, this is what you do. Like, you make music videos. You said, I want a music video today. Someone calls you on your phone right when you said it. I said, this is the universe. Like, this is God. Like, for real. I always tell him. Always tell him that. It's when you're prepared, when you have the time, you're prepared, and you can do it, things just happen. You don't got to wait around for stuff. It just flows. You make all the right moves, and then it's like goosebumps. Everybody has moments like that. You just got to get in tune. And it's like, what's crazy is I feel like everybody knows when they're not in tune, but it's just we're humans. You know what I'm saying? Preparation meets opportunity. There's no such thing as luck. I don't believe in luck. Preparation, opportunity is luck. But it's like when you're in tune and you know when you are, because when you aren't, there's so much on your back. There's so much things that you know is preventing you from continuing. There's so much things that stop you from doing small things that when the big things come, you definitely can't do them. And I'm not talking about like a job or like responsibilities. I'm talking more like you're hanging out with this person and all they do is speak negative. You're hanging out with people that don't align with you. There's people that cause drama in your life. You're in 12 beefs with 12 different people because of this one person, or mostly people that cause that little strain on you. But for the most part, you know when you're in that, when you're free flowing and you're putting your best foot forward and you're confident and you have a good perspective of life and you can share it with others, that's when things start to happen for you more. Most of the time, the only thing preventing you is yourself, but it's easier to blame the third party. That's facts. That's facts. That is definitely facts. You do stop yourself from a lot too, because it's a mental thing. So it's technically speaking, there's duality though. There's duality there to it, Arseny. If these people are holding you back, and you yourself are holding yourself back, and you're using these as an excuse, they kind of coexist. They definitely coexist. I have a person that's just a parasite of energy. All they do is, oh, bro, you're not going to make it anywhere. You're not going to do anything. Them doing that has nothing to do with me doing it. But because they said that, it kind of gives you that negative connotation on everything you do. You're going to think about what they said to you while you do that thing, and that subconscious is going to mess you up in the long run. It's like making a cake. It's like you're baking a cake, and the person said, dude, you're not supposed to put 4 eggs. You're supposed to put 3 eggs. You're going to be sitting here like, oh my God, do I put 3 or do I put 4? Do I put 3? Do I put 4? You end up putting 3.5 and it messes up the whole recipe. It doesn't completely ruin the recipe, but it definitely, bro, if you ever baked, my sister was baking for a year. If you ever baked and you you put a little too much sugar, the whole thing's messed up. The whole thing is messed up. I never knew that when I first started. Like, my sister was baking, I didn't know that. Like, you're supposed to put salt in the batter and stuff like that, and it makes a huge difference. So it's the same thing when you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to work towards your goals. If a person's sitting there chatting in your ear, though if it messes you up, then you aren't meant for it. Instead, if that doubt is ringing in your head, you fight against it, through it, work. You'll be better because the hate is then getting compliments. Yeah, no, for sure. But that cake's going to get messed up regardless, bro. That's what I need. Like, that's kind of what the takeaway is. So that if the cake is gonna be baked regardless, some people will like this cake, some people will enjoy it, but it's not gonna be the best work you could have put out. That's why sitting in solitude and working in quiet, people always suggest, if you have a goal, don't share it with people. If you have, that's why they say that. Now, if everybody had the same mental where, oh, you got to grind to get it, if you grind to get it, that wouldn't be a thing. You would be able to share your goals with everybody. But people legit walk around sabotaging others mentally. That's not what I'm saying, though. Like, this, it's not ruined. People doubt you regardless, bro. People doubt you in silence. How about that? Like, probably have plenty of people that doubt you in silence. So, and it doesn't ruin you, but let's say that you didn't get to reach that pinnacle you wanted to because someone on the back end is talking crazy about you. Someone on the back end is putting a whole agenda about you never even heard about. Somebody has a whole Facebook going against everything you're doing and you never heard of it. You don't even have to be aware of it. But it's just because that it's stopping that potential that you possibly could have. Now, are you going to fight through it? Yes. Does it ruin you? No. But it still does something. It's not, that energy doesn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? The energy still flows. If you are smart, if you are smart, you know the best work you can put out will never have been created unless you stop. Yeah, for sure. Quitting is definitely that. There's a lot of people in the graveyard right now that their biggest regret is like dead with them. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that the ideas are all in the graveyard with them. So that's 100% true. But I'm saying, like, there's artists, there's music artists right now that are up, crazy up. Young Thug, for example. There's probably plenty of artists that at one point in time they're surrounded by a bunch of people, by a bunch of people that were showing they support them, behind their back they doing something crazy. So if that's true, Young Thug wouldn't have made it technically, but no, he had to cut them ties. You got to cut ties eventually, bro. Not everybody's meant for the top. Yeah, definitely, bro. There's billions of people you can reach out to for sure. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I feel like you're taking it, like, I feel like what you're saying is, if you have negative people around you, you should still be able to be successful. That's 100% true. There's always gonna be negative. I'm letting you know, like, I know that for sure. That's a fundamental truth. There's always gonna be haters. There's always gonna be negative comments. But what I'm saying is, if it's affecting you to the point where it's affecting the art, where it's affecting the cake you're baking, and it still plays a role if you let it. If you let it play the role. You know what I'm saying? If you let it. You're saying the same thing, but you're saying you shouldn't be a part of it if it does affect you. That's not true at all. That's like saying when you play basketball and someone said you suck and you decide to quit, or you decide to take a break and try to learn for yourself, that means you shouldn't do it because they said you're bad and you actually end up being worse at it. That's not a good reason to quit or to stop pursuing it. If a hater says something about something I'm doing and it doesn't come out the way I want and I have no choice, like, it just doesn't come out the way I want because of this hater, I shouldn't be doing it. That's not, nah. I'm saying if you have negative people around you, it's your fault. You can remove yourself, and yes, if you let it bother you, it will bother you. Yeah, most definitely. But like I said, okay, so that's true, but the duality on that one is the energy is also real. The energy is also real. You can't let it affect you. If you don't let it affect you, then you have no choice but to succeed. And that brings us all the way back to the main point. The people on your shoulders, the people that are just constantly like badgering you with negative energy, that is going to prevent from your greatest work. That's going to prevent from your final product coming out well. When I dropped my album, I only shared it with a handful of people. I shared it with the Discord a little bit, my family, and that's it. Only a handful of people got to hear the full project beforehand. But I think that it's a wild topic though, for real, because there's a lot of people that aren't aware of that. Like, it took a while for me to see the snakes in the grass. It took almost 4+ years to see all the people around me were just not for me. You know what I'm saying? We're human at the end of the day. We're imperfect. So it's easy from the outside to look into somebody's situation and be like, oh, that person isn't for you. That person isn't good to you. I do that with people I love. Like, if I love somebody and their friends are treating them weird and I notice it and they don't, I do that, and sometimes it comes off annoying. But it's I'd rather be annoying and say what I say than you still kick it with these strange people that don't see your best interests at heart. Your friends should see you and want you to win. They should see you and want you to win always. We don't know what their heart's saying though, because I had friends that always wanted me to win, but they prayed on my downfall at the same exact time, and it's so wild, so wild. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I got a stink on me, but people love praying on my downfall, even though I'm such a nice. Like, I'm not speaking for myself. You can ask some of the close homies, like Will and stuff like that. But I'm literally, if I can give you my last shirt, I'll give you my last shirt, bro. Yeah, but it's for me. I never understood. Like, I make sure. You want to know what the key is? I learned the key to this like recently. The key is distance. Expect people to evolve for you the same way that you do for them and the boundaries. Yeah, but something that I know I never done to people is just grow to hate them. Especially if they're being only good to me. People grew to hate me because I'm my genuine self. They don't like the extroverted person that I am. It's almost like a repellent. So it's like when my expectations are, I think it's people like us who are too nice to people who enable them to keep treating us like the backseat driver. Yeah, and they just take advantage. Yeah, and it's like there's a lot of people. I'm the villain in a lot of people's stories. I'm not denying that. I believe that there's no right or wrong. There's only your perspective and my perspective. So, do these people have a right to be upset with me? In their eyes, yes. In their eyes, they have a right to be evil to me. They have a right to hate me. I don't know why, but they have a right to because that's their perspective, bro. That's like if you're upset with somebody that robbed you, and everybody's like, "What's wrong with you, bro? This person donates to charity. This person's an angel. He's a saint." Bro, you know that this nigga robbed you, so it's like obviously I'm gonna hate. Like obviously I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like that, like another person's broken toe is another person's broken foot. A girl told me that quote, and I kind of keep it with me forever. But everybody's valid to their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may be super outlandish and out of nowhere and victim mentality, all these wrong things with the human experience. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own perspective. Yeah, it's about respect though. Yeah, bro, it's like life is easier, but you live life on a better path when you truly have others' best interests at heart. But you have to make sure you obtain your respect because they will try. Like I honestly can tell you right now, they will try you. There's no doubt about it. They will try you every time. Just because you're a nice guy, they're gonna try you. You go to a dance, a club, everybody loves you. Everybody has the best energy when you walk in. There's gonna be a person that dislikes that and play a role that is like a double agent and try to get close to you just so they can ruin that for you. And it's like I don't know if it's a thing that means people aren't okay with themselves. People are just not okay with themselves for real. We're a bunch of hurt people. Everybody that walk around is just a bunch of hurt individuals sometimes. And sometimes you bring out that hurt in them. Sometimes you bring out that hurt in them. And you don't even know it. But yeah, that's a deep talk. I truly agree. Like Goku, fighting for others is what makes you whole and stronger. If you fight for yourself, you will never feel as great as you could helping people. Definitely, it's better to give than receive. Definitely. There's no doubt in my mind it's way better to give than receive. The reaction of people's faces when you give them something is priceless versus getting something. Getting something, you're like, cool, it's very quick. Every time I got a gift, I'm like, oh my god, yes. And it's like, give it a week. Yeah. Not saying I don't like the gift, but overall, it's just like, it is what it is. I do for myself. I do for myself more than a gift could ever give me. Unless it's a crazy gift, like if somebody gives me a car or something like that. Bro, if someone gives me a car, the reason why that one would be better is because it's like, you really care about me. And that's what that would show. Like every time I get a gift from my uncle, it's very meaningful.
and it means something. It doesn't feel obligated. Now, not to bring up my ex again, but my ex would give me gifts when it mattered. If that makes sense. I don't celebrate holidays. She did. So if it's Christmas, I can expect a gift, and it has no meaning, low key almost. My birthday's coming. Oh, I expect a basket. Oh, Halloween basket, stuff like that. Like the expectation of a gift versus a truly meaningful gift are different. But imagine you're the person giving a meaningful gift. It still is better. It still feels better. That's what I'm saying. Like when I gave those kids that money, I felt good about it because, bro, I'll give you one story for me. Me and my sister were shopping for school supplies, and we got the 5-star notebooks. My mom said we can't afford the 5-star notebooks. The Dollar Tree notebooks are cool, but they're the ones that are spaced out a lot. It was hard to write on them. I'll be honest with you, I hated writing them in notebooks. And they only had like 90 pages. The 5-star had 1,000 pages, perfectly spaced. You know, if you had some bougie schoolwork, like school supplies, 5-star was your go-to. We never had 5-star growing up at all. This lady seen us shopping for school supplies and said, "Get what you want. Get anything you want." And when I tell you, to this day, we still have notebooks from this lady buying us school supplies. We still have notebooks. This was like 6th grade. We didn't use all of them. We saved most of the stuff because she got us a lot of stuff. She said, "Get whatever you want. Get as much as you need. Get everything. Just me and my sister." Bro, I don't know what this woman looks like. I don't know how old she was. I don't know nothing about her, but I'll never forget the feeling she gave me and my sister. And it's school supplies, so it's not like we're getting food, we're getting candy, we're getting this. She got us school supplies, but we were coming to school stepping with the 5-star notebooks. And I'll never forget that woman. I tell this story to people all the time. It gives me goosebumps thinking about that woman to this day. So I try to be her in every way, shape I can. So when I seen those kids on the bikes, I said, "Go get your report cards, bro. Show me you got straight A's. I got you $20 each." Bro, you think I want to give each one of them little niggas $20? I did if they show me their grades and stuff like that. But them kids, they were good kids. You know what I'm saying? They weren't yelling. They weren't cursing. They're enjoying each other's company as friends. They seem like a good group of kids. So I'm like, you know what? They should be rewarded for their hard work if they got it. Ultimately, they all didn't have straight A's, but I gave them the money anyway. But it's like I know for a fact they won't forget that. My dad is with me. Me and my dad worked the same job. He was like, "Yeah, when you guys get older, remember this moment because you're gonna do the same thing." Like my dad was pretty wise when he said this to them. He's like, "When you get older, you're gonna do the same thing for someone else. You're gonna find an opportunity. You're gonna remember this moment and do for others the same way that my son did for you." And that's real. Like he was so real for saying that. And my dad was like, "Oh, he makes music." And, you know, he showed them music. He showed them that I met Post Malone, and they were going crazy. They were all hyped up. But I wasn't even on no flexer, baller, rapper stuff. I was on, I want to do this. There's times I pay for people's food in Chipotle, bro. That's probably that's a basic level 1 standard. But that I do stuff like that. If I have it, I do. Like, I won't ever let my stomach, I will never ignore my stomach. If my stomach tells me do for this person, I do for that person. That's God talking. You can't really. I don't like denying God from what He needs done. You know what I mean? I pray for. You know what I used to pray for? I still do pray for this. I pray for an opportunity to help somebody. Like put me in the position, and I'll be ready, if need be. If you feel my heart has the courage to do so, put me in the position. I'll make sure I do what I gotta do, God. Jehovah, I'll make sure I do what I gotta do. I say that all the time in my prayers. Put me in a position to help others. Sometimes I don't know if I butchered the prayer because I don't know if I was or wasn't. You don't really never know until you peep game. But that's my number 1 prayer, bro. I'll be praying for that all the time. I love that stuff. It makes me feel fulfilled. I could be having a terrible week and I help somebody prevent their terrible week. It makes me feel much better. So I keep that in mind. But y'all, it's 10 o'clock, y'all. I got work in the morning. It's been real. I appreciate every single one of y'all. This conversation was really good. This has been my beat right here. We're going to play this one. Tell me who you see on this beat. Kinda.
We love you, Isty.
So I do have a BeatStars, but I do not upload on there for some odd reason. I haven't uploaded in so long. But I do have BeatStars. It's for prod. You'll see it on there. It's Isty for prod. Same thing as like everything else. You should add some bass to this beat. There is bass, but it's not loud. Yeah, honestly, it's the preset. Let me add a preset in here. Yeah, bro, hit me up on Discord in a private message. I appreciate y'all, though. I'm probably about to get off. I'm about to get off, make me some matcha, go to sleep. Matcha low-key will wake me up. I don't know. I might not make matcha tonight, y'all. You just heard me contemplate. All right, but I appreciate every single one of y'all. I love matcha, bro. I love matcha. I've been on a matcha kick for a while. I appreciate you guys, though. Big shout out to Arseny. Big shout out to AM. Big shout out to Ski. I'm pretty sure that was all. Oh, Kunga. Big shout out to Kunga and Ski. This wasn't, also, big shout out to Arseny's secondary account. We already know what his ghost account is. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Anyway. Muffins sound crazy. If they're blueberry muffins, stop playing with me. But alright, y'all. It's been real. Y'all be safe. Oh, I got you. Bro, blueberry muffins are my favorite. But yeah, no, Arseny, when you finish listening to the joint, go to the beats for review and let me know what you think, bro. Same thing with you, AM. When you listen to the music, let me know what you think. Y'all be safe. Much love, y'all. Much love.